Jason, have you ever been on a canceled flight or a significantly delayed
I was
flight
like, if it's canceled, I'm obviously not on the
or
flight.
or a significantly delayed flight?
That's fair. Yes, I have.
Oh, really?
A
Okay.
significantly delayed, yeah, like a
Yeah.
couple hours, or like they pushed it back so far that it's like new plane or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, and they had to rebook you and everything.
No, it's the same. Like they're just waiting for like a couple hours.
Oh, okay. So the thing is, if you have gone a canceled flight or have been on a significantly delayed flight, there are some things that are changing. And that is that US airlines are required to refund you for a canceled flight automatically.
Oh, that's nice.
You might be
That's
thinking automatically. This wasn't
yeah,
happening. This wasn't happening before automatically.
definitely not. I feel like before, if you missed your flight, that's on you.
Yeah, a lot of the times it was on
Unless you
you.
got like the upgrade in terms of like flight insurance or something like that.
Yeah, so I have a couple more things to say about this, but I would say before that, if you like interesting content like this, consider subscribing. We put out interesting content like this all the time, and if you'd like to join us on this journey, consider subscribing. Okay, so the thing is that airlines in the United States are now required to give passengers cash refunds if their flight is significantly delayed or canceled, even if that person does not explicitly ask for a refund.
That's interesting because like significantly delayed, I feel like they need to define significantly delayed.
Yeah,
Because like at that point you're still getting your flight and you get your money back.
couple of things, by
Okay.
the way. The Department of Transportation says the final federal rule requiring that airlines dole out refunds, not vouchers, I'll get to that in a second,
Huh.
went into effect Monday. So
Okay. So it's
yeah,
immediate.
yeah, so it's immediate, but it doesn't. By the way, it's not for anything prior to this. So if you had a refund, significant delay, anything like that prior to this week, then yeah, then
Doesn't
you're out
count.
of luck. It doesn't count. Yes, the major changes being implemented only a month before the start of what is likely to be a huge holiday travel season.
I think the wild thing is that a lot of times the flights get delayed because of like weather. If it's like snowing and stuff like that, they need to not.
They need to do, yeah, they need to do a lot of things. So I would say that the Treasury Secretary Pete Buttigieg made the announcement on X, the Everything app, after he first presented the proposal rule back in April. Today, our automatic refund rule goes into full effect. He mentioned passengers deserve to get their money back when an airline owes them without headaches or haggling, which is crazy thinking about it.
No, it's not crazy because like I
They
feel
want to
like
keep the money.
yeah, I feel like it's not crazy that it's crazy that we were so used to the like them not giving our money back. It's crazy to think that they would actually listen to that. You know, like oh hey, it's late. It's like oh well you knew this because in all the different like if you buy like the budget
Yeah.
ticket, the economy ticket, there's like oh there's no
No refunds. Yeah.
no refunds. Like if you cancel a flight, it's over. If the flight's delayed, it's on that.
Yeah. But okay, so this is the main thing right here. The new rule mandates that refunds are automatically processed by an airline if, by the way, this is very important,
If
if a passenger's flight is canceled or significantly changed and they do not accept the significantly changed flight, rebooking on an alternative flight or alternative compensation. So,
that seems pretty far out though. Like at that point,
yeah,
rather than like you would just be stuck at the airport.
yes.
You're like imagine like you fly into let's say Chicago and then like oh the weather causes you to have a delay or something and then it's like oh wait now you're not gonna go until like the next day and you're like I don't like this and then you're like cancel my flight or like not cancel my flight but I don't like what you're saying so give me my money back.
Yeah. Oh, you actually, very interesting you say that. How long do you think it would take for you to get your money back?
Uh, if 5 business days.
You would assume.
I would assume immediately, but
The Department of Transportation says airlines must then refund passengers within 7 business days
okay,
if they bought a ticket on a credit card,
okay.
and within 20 calendar days if they use another form of payment.
Besides credit card, oh, like debit or something.
Yeah, or cash. Yeah,
Cash,
it's something like, I don't know. They
I
use a different
guess.
crypto.
Crypto.
Yeah. So
Fair.
what do you think about that? By the way,
NFTs.
NFTs. What do you think about
Right.
that? They're trying to make it easier for you to get your money back automatically, even at this point. Because there's more I'm gonna say, but what are your initial thoughts?
I think it's good that they're trying to think about the way the customer feels, about how, if we're thinking about like the experience of going and like through an airline, you're already like stressed out about all this other stuff, and then your flight gets canceled, and at some point you're just like, if your flight gets canceled enough or pushed back enough, it's like at that point you could probably find some other way to get there, and it's not worth it. So you just find a different airlines to like get you there, or a different method of transportation. So I feel like it's a win in terms of the consumer.
So, by the
Oh,
way, I went into the comments.
oh,
And
uh-oh.
and then this is what some of the comments were saying. I've been waiting for a refund since
Since
yeah,
COVID? That's
since
a little more than
COVID,
20
and,
calendar
and I've
days.
had to fight hard just to get a voucher that eventually they said would never expire. Now, finally, after years of this, I want my refund dollars ASAP. And there's someone just responding that this it's not. It happened this week. No
Yeah.
retroactive, not retroactively into effect. But there's someone else here that says my daughter is waiting for her money for a one-way flight since the second week of August 2024 from American Airlines. The flight was canceled and they refused to give her money back. Does this refund apply to her? The flight was canceled and never rebooked. She had to she had to find another flight due to this. And this person says it applies to all U.S. airlines. However, the rule went into effect this week. You,
I mean, you can see how many people were burned
by this,
by the
yes.
policies of like the thing is that these businesses, these like airlines are businesses, and they don't want to. It's always difficult to try to get money back. It's like trying to make a rock bleed,
Yes.
trying to get the money back, because it's like
Yeah.
they took it and it's like, oh well,
But it's crazy. You see these people. I flew last July 2024 on American Airlines, and was more than 5 hours late. Can I claim a refund?
Nope.
Or I took
Is 5 hours enough?
it took how many years to do this? Oh yeah, it's so crazy. It's like it happens more frequently than you think.
Yeah. The wild thing is that like it's very upsetting because if you stay this long, here's a little insight. If you didn't know, a fun fact that's also a terrible fact is that the airlines go and overbook every single flight
They do.
to the point where they I feel like most of the time like flights are like, oh, the flight's at a very limit, or like if everybody shows up, they're like, oh well, we're gonna pay someone to not go on the flight.
Yeah. By the way, someone said it in the comments. Please define significantly 3 hours domestic or 6 hours international, according to the internet sources.
That's
Yeah.
I feel like I've been delayed for more than 3 hours.
I was delayed like
domestically.
5 hours the other time. Like 2 months ago, I was delayed
So,
like
but
5 hours.
like, the wild thing is that like delayed significantly, but then do you get to go on the flight still? I don't think you get to go on the
So-
flight if you're delayed for a significant amount of time. They're not going to get your money back.
So, okay, interesting, by the way. And this is where I wanted to talk about vouchers, and this will be the very last thing. So I flew Southwest. I like Southwest for the most part.
Because they use the archaic
They
computers.
don't even give you screens, by the way.
No.
But I use Southwest. I like Southwest.
Yeah.
Very simple. It was significantly delayed. It was delayed
Yeah.
like 5 hours.
Makes
I
sense.
went and I said, it's like, hey, it's like you guys didn't notify me this, because they changed it back to they put me
Yep.
on another flight,
Yep.
and then or I asked them to put me on a closer flight or an earlier flight,
So it's
which
your
they
fault.
did, and then the original flight got pushed even earlier than that flight by like an hour more. So I told them it's like, hey,
Put
it
me
would have
back on
been
there.
it would have been nice to know about all of this, and then they were like, oh, just go and fill out this or go to this QR code, fill out your grievance, your complaint,
Yeah.
and
Did you get a voucher?
I did.
How much?
It was a third of the flight.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
pretty
but in
good.
credit. Yeah.
Where's the? It's
Where's the- where's the
link
cash?
every single time.
Where's the
Every time you
cash?
fly with Southwest, you just go to the link. Like, I have a grievance.
But the
I'm
thing is,
delayed.
I feel like not a lot of people did that.
Well, yeah.
Because I did not see a lot of people go and like
Complain as much as you did.
complain as much as I did. I literally said 2 words to the lady. Yeah.
It's
So
like, I'm unhappy. It's like,
so
okay, bye.
yeah. So I got a third off of the original ticket price
Yeah.
for that one way.
Yeah.
So I think that with having something like this, I think it would make things easier if you're able to
For
get
the
at least
people who didn't know you needed to complain like that.
yeah, that didn't know you needed to complain like that. I mean, like, hey, you better. I would say ask if it's significantly delayed. See what they could do for you, because
Yeah.
they're already overbooking these flights.
They are overbooking it
Mm-hmm.
because they know a lot of people will cancel or something like that.
And then when I asked them too, it's because they had to. The plane that I was supposed to be on needed to have maintenance done.
Oh,
Yeah, and it was
they
rushed
It.
unexpected.
They put some duct tape
It was
on it.
it
and
was
good enough.
it was a Boeing, by the way.
They tighten the bolts.
Yeah, they tightened the bolts. Yes, that's right. But yes, I'd want to hear from our viewers about this, what they think about this change. Do you think it's an overall good thing? From the comments, it seems like it's a great thing for
Yeah.
for people wanting to get their money back.
I think for me, I look at it like a cynical way. It's like how are these people gonna go and make it terrible for everybody?
It's gonna be a terrible experience,
How is
probably.
this gonna be more terrible?
Yes, but let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below.